He's got stuffed breasts. Yeah, he has cheese. That's really exciting.
Now for
Thank you.
Let's get voting.
We do have our past president a couple years ago. We have Mr. Adam Serpa. He has. What do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, I'll introduce
Okay. Well, get on up here when you're all.
Oh, Adam.
All right. So, I'm going to tell you a little story right now. It's called Real Stories of Dr. Daniel Alfonso.
Hey,
What are you doing?
Yo, Adam, I'm really happy for you, and I'm going to let you finish. But I just want to say, Ryan PK's had one of the best talents out there.
Thanks, guys. All right. So, now a lot of you in here know Dr. Alfonso already, but some of you don't. We have a lot of new people on the choir. So, to give you a little bit of background, Dr. Alfonso is, he's legit. When it comes to music, he's hardcore. When I came to the music department as a freshman, I was pretty much convinced that he was raised by wolves and then he ate them. That, of course, is not true. Anymore, I got to know him, and he has very high standards, but he loves all of us very much. And he wouldn't be doing this if he didn't, have the greatest compassion and love for all of us singers and everyone else too. No pride.
Fluffy would never
No pride. So, that being said, somebody who takes music really serious, I will tell the story. A few years ago, a few of us Chorale majors went to a American Choral Directors Association conference in Anaheim. And basically what those things are is a bunch of choral directors and choral directors to get together and you just have different workshops and go to different concerts and learn about how to, enrich children's lives and ruin their lives. No, but all seriousness, it's a lot of fun. It's really great. And one of these big concerts they had was at the Crystal Cathedral in Anaheim. And I don't know if any of you know what this is. It's a huge church. I don't even know, it's very angular. It's a huge cathedral in Anaheim made completely of glass. And if you've never seen it, if you can imagine this, it looks like something out of the Lord of the Rings. You're just coming along, and all of a sudden, standing right up in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, I'm with Zach, and who else is here in this with us? I think just Zach that's in this room.
Yeah.
And so we went to this show, and they had the choir singing. I don't remember what they were performing, but a huge choral piece, orchestra, a full bit. And we were really excited. And Dr. Alfonso told us, you guys really, you need to go to this tonight. This is going to be a concert you do not want to miss. And it's really going to be beneficial, etc., blah, blah, blah. See you guys there. Anyway, so we get in there, and we're sitting watching the show. And the whole time, maybe it's just me, I know a lot of the guys can maybe relate to this. I'm just looking up at this glass ceiling when I'm not paying attention, when I should be paying attention, which is the music. And I can't help imagining somebody falling through the glass ceiling like in some action movie. Like any second, my helicopter was flying ahead, and it started running out of fuel. We were running out of fuel. There's no time. The guys started playing down. How's the cord? And he like falls down through the glass. Like, I'm saying this is gonna happen in a minute. This is where my imagination goes, right? I'm not a sane person.
No, man, I was there too. I got you back.
All right. So, really cool place. So, getting to the end of this concert, right? And this time, Zach and I were like, okay, it's pretty music, but we're kind of, the attention span's kind of waning a little bit. We get to the big ending chord at the end of this piece. The side of the church opens up. Opens up. I'm not even kidding. This church has hydraulics installed in the side of the wall. So the whole wall opens up. And so, you guys in the choir and the orchestra going on. The church wall opens up. There's fountains going off. And we're like, what the F? Look at the church right now. Did you see that? And then we think, wait a minute. We're all caught up in the moment, right? We're just hugging each other, like people are shaking hands, and everyone's just enthralled by this. And we're leaving, we're starting to walk out, and we think, wait a minute. If you took the time and money to install an opening wall in your church, wouldn't you play that card, like any chance that you got? Like, well, today's the pastor's birthday. All the church opens up.
Because you have to make it worth the money.
Yeah, make it worth the money. Tonight, one of our parishioners, Jenny, had a baby. The church opens up. You gotta use it. So, this whole time, we're talking about all this, and we don't see the good Dr. Alfonso around anywhere, but whenever he doesn't hang out with us, the students, we kind of do our own thing. He does his own thing with the teachers. And we're walking out, and we ran into him in the foyer outside where people are kind of collecting and mingling after the concert. And we see him there with a bunch of other colleagues and choir directing buddies. And we go up to him like, hey, how'd you like the concert? Blah, blah, blah. And he looks at us, and he goes, I'm going to be really honest with you. I knew this concert was going to suck, so I told you what to do with my friends. And he starts laughing. And Zach and I are like, you are awesome! To me, just the fact that
so intense. It was so intense.
We could not stop laughing. And then he actually did.
It was so funny because before he's like, you guys really have to go, it's going to be really beneficial. And then he's like, I knew I wasn't going to like it, so I just forgot.
Keep laughing at our face. But I love you guys. You guys are so great. So anyway, hopefully those of you stick around for next year and stay in Chorale because he has very high standards when it comes to music, but when it comes to just being very casual, he's very laid back and he's very funny. And that's one of my favorite stories from him. Thank you.